Ba 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 ba. And we're back! Hi there, guys! This is Jake English playing The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and we're starting again because I fucking died. I'm really good at the game. Golly, how talented I am. When I look at my skill level for this game, which is something that I keep in a box in my attic, everything is suddenly 10 times stickier for reasons that no one wants to know. I'm sorry. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit frustrated at the... Oh, balls. Sorry, I have to reset my self-timer so I don't go over my... Anyways, I'm a little bit frustrated. I usually get a little bit dirtier in my humour stylings when I get frustrated. Obviously I'm frustrated because I fucking just sucked tiny scrotums at the last playthrough, and I don't like doing that, weirdly enough. We're not gonna do that this time, are we, guys? No, of course we aren't. We're hot and we're slightly uncomfortable, and of course by hot I mean obviously my appearance. But yeah. Anyways, point being, I'm slightly annoyed and slightly aroused and slightly challenged in a mental and physical sense. Mentally, because I'm just a tiny bit daft, which is okay, we all are in our own special ways. I am normally, Dirk is emotionally, Jane is when she's trying to cook things that aren't baking, I think, and Roxy's battling alcoholism, which is a very serious business. And other friends are dealing with other things, but point is, oh yes, and physically I'm slightly challenged because, I don't know, I adventure too much, and that strains my muscles, and when my muscles are strained after a day of hard adventuring, I like to curl up with a good video game that makes me double over in rage. Like this one. Oh, this is a cool addition. This specific feature is new in The Binding of Isaac. You'll find some doors in the world that have boards on them, like that one did. You have to blow them up with 2 bombs, and when you go inside, it's a bedroom. Sometimes these bedrooms will have beggars inside of them, which you can give coins, and if you give enough coins to them, they'll give you stuff. They'll have these beds, which if you run into while you're damaged, you can get health back, and they'll have carpets, which if you blow up, they'll have secret passageways. Secret tunnel! Okay, I'll get to that in a second. But yes, these types of secret tunnels lead you to free items you can get, which are awesome. This item, I'm slightly wary about picking up. It's called soy milk. Literally, that's the name of the item. What it does is, you see my tears right now? They're awesome and normal, and they shoot and they do a decent amount of damage. You see that little sword icon there? Over, I can't select it with this, but it's up there on the left, and it's a swordy icon, and that says I'm doing a decent amount of damage. Not the most, but not the least either. This one will reduce that to 0, but it'll make me shoot fast as a motherfucker. And you know what, I'm just gonna take it and I'll show you guys, and hopefully it won't completely fuck up my playthrough. So, let's demonstrate it in Isaac's room before we continue on. So, see that beggar? I'm gonna cry at the beggar. Oh man! Fucking epilepsy warning, because that shit is fast as fuck. I don't really think that has anything to do with epilepsy, but anyways. You'll see that, on one hand, it is quite effective at just shooting enemies rapidly, which is cool, but it takes a bit longer to kill them per amount of hits landed, which isn't always a problem. Sometimes it's more just being able to keep a bead on your target. For example, if I was fighting some of those guys that pissed me off last episode, where you can only shoot them at certain times, this would be super useful, because then I'd be able to get in probably twice the amount of damage that I'd normally be able to get, because I'm shooting so fucking quickly. But for enemies, for instance, like these, where once they see you, they get faster, and they only damage you by running into you, and they have a pretty decent amount of health, and the trick is to kill them before they hit you like I'm not doing. It's a slightly bit of a fuck nut to my scrotumal area. Does that make sense? No. Does my anger make sense? Yes. I'm not even speaking words. I'll use that bed in a moment, but first I'll get this guy. He's a ghost baby. That basically means I have a little guy following me that shoots when I shoot. Yippity-doo-dah. And this guy's tears can fly through rocks. That's cool. Let's see if I can still use this. Yay! So basically, he sleeps with 1Z per, and, full health. There we go. Fraud-a-doo-dah day. But yes, moving on. Oh god, fucking envy. I don't like this man, and you'll see why in a moment. Yes, as long as I'm being explanatory. These rooms are, obviously, mini-bosses. But all of the mini-bosses, at least in these first few levels, are based off of the 7 deadly sins. So far, you've seen me fight, Gluttony, I think, which was the big guy that shot tummy lasers out of his pudgy little bod, and gives you health upgrades, and I think that's the only one you've seen. If you've seen others, I'm sure Dirk will put that in the comments. Not the comments, but the little commentary section he usually has below. Balls to you, Four Eyes. But yes, as you can see, I don't like this guy because the more he splits, the more little doodads start floating around the room, and doodads are not my favorite type of dad. Personally, I prefer, kind, gentlemanly dads, or charming, elderly dads, or cool, rad dads. Not really the sexual kind of weird, kinky dads. That's just kind of odd for me, and I don't really relate, never actually having experienced that. Yay! And for all my trouble fighting that mini-boss, I get a fucking bomb. Spank my rear and call me a sub. Anyways, but yeah, I don't like floaty doodly dads, and I'm not a particularly kinky man. At least not that you know. Blue people. Is that really a kink? I don't know, guys. Would you describe my well-known fuck? My well-known fuck? No. Massive virgin. Would you describe my well-known obsession with fucking spiders? Okay, that got really weird. Don't take that out of context. Stop it. No, don't. Oh, I did. Oh, son of a fuck. But yeah, my well-known obsession with blue ladies. I don't know if that would be considered a kink. Is that considered a kink? Guys, what do you think about that kink? Is it a kink think? I don't know. Oh, I also just traded away my life for this guy. He floats around, and if there's any hearts in a room that you aren't using, he steals them, and after getting, I think, 2 hearts, 1.5 hearts, something like that, he gives you a fucking item. Not an item, but a pickup, which are different things entirely. Come on, guy. Pick that up. Give me a thingle. Yay! Extra heart that I can add on to my life that I can actually use. Fair trade all around for this little demon booble. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if my blue lady thing is considered a kink. Really not sure. Maybe it is. I mean, it's not. It's really more in an aesthetic and, I guess, sort of balls to the walls. These guys are spurting blood randomly, and I can't dodge it because I don't know where to move to, which is just delightful. Just fucking die, you piece of blubbery waste. Okay. See that thing over there? I think I picked something up similar to it in the first playthrough, but I'll explain it now. I guess that makes those... Anyways. This is called a trinket. You add it and it's sort of like a little mini power-up that you can exchange for other power-ups later, and this specific one makes you move faster. I like moving quickly because it means I can run the fuck away. But, I don't know. Here's the dude that this might be handy. Okay, never mind. Not handy, not fucking diddly, dealing handy. Balls. Balls to my balls. Stop that! Oh yeah, that's a cool thing. It's called a thing. Oh yeah. You see that little heart up by my heart container? I'm shooting at it right now. The black one? That's called a demon heart, or just a black heart if you want to be somewhat non-PC. This entire game is non-PC. Stop it. Stop it. Don't run at me, you little skivers. But yeah, it's called a death heart, or at least that's what I'm calling it. And, it's an extra heart you can add on to your maximum amount of health containers, and it disappears and it doesn't come back. I'll just donate my cash. But yeah, when you run out of it, it damages everyone in the room, which is actually pretty cool, and I kind of like it. Yeah, that's all there is to say on that matter. And just to finish up on the whole kink business, balls to you, no eyes. I like blue women, but not necessarily in a sexual sense, because they're kind of more enjoyable to look at and imagine in sort of just a generalized romantic human contact way that I've sort of... stop it, stop, no, I don't want to die, I don't want to fucking die, I don't want to fucking lose my fucking balls. Okay, I didn't, and everything's fine, and I'll get the other version of that dude. That guy basically does the same thing as the heart-stealing dude, but instead he does it with coins. For example, coin, coin, coin. Spitting out an item that makes my tears do weird things. Watch this. Is this useful? I don't fucking know. Oh, it's more useful than the chest dude, at least. The other one just makes you get chests more often. Oh god, I made a massive mistake in picking up the hookworm. I think that's generally a thing. We're almost out of time. Alright. Let me fight this boss and then we'll end the episode. And while I fight this boss, I'll muse on other things that could potentially be kinky subjects for me. Regularized human contact, that's always cool. Why is that fucking potential kink for me? Because I absolutely was without much human contact for most of my days and growing up. Other than online... Oh, balls, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna fucking lose my life to the... died. Okay, never mind. Anyways, I like human contact, and that's why I like blue ladies, because I just fetishize being around them and having generalized social exposure. I'm slightly more intelligent than I was a few years ago when I first started making out with posters. I didn't do that. What? See you on next time on a very English finding a voice creeper. Bye.